Hello viewers, welcome to your program Development Zone, where we celebrate achievers, unveil the core potential of our dear nation, and also celebrate those who have contributed immensely to the growth of our country. So on the program, we'll be talking security, and our guest on the program today is DNC Kabiru Yusuf Kobi. He is the head of Finance and Accounts Manual Nigeria. He'll be unveiling to us all the effort of Manual in contributing to the insecurity of our dear nation and how they have contributed in different quarters to empower youths from different angles. Sit back, relax, and be ready.
The issue of insecurity in Nigeria as a whole is everybody's concern, and it's a very serious concern. And, what we are expecting is that an issue of security, from our own point of view, is that it's everybody's business. Because it's a situation whereby when you see something, say something and do something. So we consider the situation as something that needs everybody's attention. In Nigeria, when you look at it, sometimes people don't give eyes. And in most of the cases, the community don't give eyes and ears to who are around me and what is he doing. So the issue of security situation in Nigeria is a very serious threat that needs everybody's attention in order to overcome it. It's a situation whereby you cannot deal with it completely, but you can take it to the barest minimum if everybody pays attention. Who is my neighbor? What is he doing? Who comes into the community? What is he doing? To whom did he relate to? So all this issue of banditry and all other things that we have been hearing now, they are living within the community, and it's a situation whereby probably people living around that place cannot say that their existence is not there. And when you look at the security apparatus we have, so at least when the community do not cooperate with the security agencies, the situation cannot be overcome. So it's safe for all, and whatsoever we're doing now, if what I said initially, see something, say something, and do something is done on the situation, definitely the situation will go to the barest minimum. So it's everybody's responsibility. Because when the situation comes in, it touches everybody. It doesn't care about your personality or whatsoever. You have seen it in the press several times. You have seen it probably physically, maybe by videos in the social media. When you're analyzing the situations, you see that everybody is affected. So security is everybody's business. And the securities cannot operate without information from the communities where all these activities are being taken place. They should not relent. Because what I feel, if today I went to a doctor, I tell him my ailment, my alignment or whatsoever sickness that is worrying me, and he gave me medicine, and the sickness is still. So I will not stop. You can still go. You can change direction. You can go to another clinic and express, this is what I have done, this is what social doctor did to me, and this is what I reported somewhere, and this is what I've been done, and nothing changes. So we shouldn't, because you went to somewhere and you're frustrated and you decided to see the tear, you just keep quiet. It will come back to you, because you have seen it. So the best thing is that let's keep on saying. But the most important thing is that I feel there must be a synergy between the security agencies and the communities through security community engagements, whereby issues that relates to this situation that you are just mentioning at so person, because if I went, I report it now, the next thing is that I'll look for the community leaders. Well, this thing happened so time, and I reported to the DPO or to the security agencies or whoever is concerned in that location, that this is what I discussed with him, or this is what I did, I reported. So if it is a situation whereby you do it in confidence, you know how you go with your confidence and discuss with the right people. So that is it. So you should not get tired because it happens to you. But I feel the most important thing is that between the security agencies operating in every community or every location, there must be a kind of security engagement. It is then that the community will know. When I tell so person my situation and he did not anything, or I reported so situation, he did not anything, who is the next person should I meet? Who do I meet next? So that is most important thing. We need to be oriented and enlightened on our reporting lines, and when you report it, nothing happens. Which place is the next reporting line? I feel he said the right thing, because The police you're seeing with gun is not the person that will give you security. Your inner self. I know this thing is happening. I know you're coming to me. I expect you coming to me. So what is my level of preparations? That is what he is saying. You know, I should not wait until when it happens. Sometimes the information comes and people will just sit down on the information. Sometimes you will see something but you will not say something. So the issue is that the level of preparedness at the community level towards resilience of this type of situation. That is the self-defense he's talking about. Not to carry weapon and begin to do what is probably, at the end of the day, you will go and do what is not expected. But the earlier preparation, your level of resilience at the community level, how do you resist it before the security agencies will come in? You know, you can inform, you can prepare to support the security agencies, you know, you can prepare to prevent and avert the situation. So there are so many ways. He's not saying that people should begin to carry weapons on their own and begin to execute them. You know, legally it's not good. And I don't think a person of that caliber will tell you. What he's saying is that the self-preparation, what will you do? You yourself to protect yourself. You know? So this is, in my own thinking, that is exactly what the situation is. What level of preparations have we done? And we need, if we don't prepare, we need to prepare. You know, we develop a new resilience to all the situations that are happening to us. If you do that, you are giving yourself protection. If you are following our trend, you have seen it. We have a department, safe school department. The safe schools are there to ensure that our schools are safe. One, we will establish a clubs in primary, secondary school and the tertiary institutions, whereby apart from the establishment of clubs again, that very unit will go out to schools, giving enlightenment and organizing seminars for staffs, you know, and the community in respect of safe security, more especially within the school and the school environment. So it's a very good thing, and we have the support of the Federal Ministry of Education and some other relevant departments like the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense, the Office of the SSA, whereby we are synergizing with them towards that activity. And also, we also have a partnership with some NGOs that will give more capacity towards that aspect of the responsibilities. So manual, we're doing our best, and we'll go back, and very soon you will see us in every school in Nigeria. In 774 local government of Nigeria, you know, we have members everywhere. So that responsibility has been delegated, and the department or the unit have started working in earnest towards the activities of safe school. We have a very positive collaboration with all the security agencies. We are welcomed, and we have also synergized with the Nigerian police, the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense, the DSS, and all other relevant places. And in some areas we are trying to see, as part of our plan for community resilience and engagement, we have encouraged most of these areas, all commanders within the crisis areas have been directed that they should go and form of what we call community engagement and resilience, so that that committee now, they will work with our men and the community people now to see that they have developed, you know, their resilience plan in terms of security issues of all kinds that has to do with threats to life and properties of the community. Sometimes I just look at this situation as unfortunate, because when you look at it previously, maybe you take years back, you will find that all these issues are not happening like what is happening now. So sometimes they are politically related, whereby from the social media, what we have analyzed and found that in some other places where it happens now, you find that it is not even the headmen, it is the people that are living around the area that enters into headsmen. You have seen several videos on that. The people from that community are saying that these people are not, they are indigenous. We have seen some other videos whereby the people are caught. So it is not sometimes only the Fulanis that perpetrated all the situations, but in most cases I agree with you that those who have been caught, we find that they are Fulanis. But the issue is that there is need. Once there is this community resilience is being developed from the communities, the headmans, the security agencies within that environment, I'm sure peace will exist. Because in most cases you find that these headsmen, they have been going to their places since time without number. They have been making their own movement there, and the communities are aware. So it's a situation whereby, whereby the communities and the planning heads now, they will sit down, and the security agencies in the mix, and they come up with what do we do to allow people to stay without touching our farms, without encroaching into our protected areas. So these are what is expected. That if done now, it will reduce the level of. And again, add to that, within that planning people now, you find that there are cattle rustlers. They even kill Fulanis and take away Fulanis' cattle too. So sometimes it is the same group now, they will go and cut away the Fulani cattle and destroy people's farm and kill some of the Fulanis. So I am sure it happens. If you are following Amotekun activities, you will see some of them being arrested. So these are the situation. We need to sit down. These headmen that normally come annually to stay, the headsmen that normally stays there permanently, there is need for everybody to come on one table, to sit down, issues discussed. How do we allow you? These are areas we don't want you to go. And they too, they will say, these are the areas that we want you to help us do. So like what it happens in the northern Nigeria, you find that if you see headmen and the farmers or in a community fighting, you find that maybe the Fulani roots have been touched. So there is no way they can, move their or ship their cattle unless because the roots have been used by people to farm. So that one also caused crisis. So there is need, and there is need for the federal government to come up with a very good policy now that the Ministry of Livestock has been established and a minister has been appointed now to look into this situation and see what they can do to these Fulanis, either to settle them in a place, put in place a very good policies that can work are being put in place. I think that would be good. The major issues here is that when you look at the policy level, sometimes some of the policies are not straightforward, or you find that when it comes to the implementation level, there is loops here and there, and the initial policy would be left somewhere, for some reasons best known to the implementers. So, but I feel that the community, the government have to come and sit down and see. But the most important thing in Nigeria is that we have one peculiar thing, that if we all agree to enterprise our economic activities, I don't think there will be hunger in Nigeria. Look at the vast land we have, Look at the entrepreneurship capacities that we have. If you are following some trend in the Facebook, you see where somebody will just locally go and weld some materials that you need to order them from Germany to come and work. Manually, you will use it. You don't even need a spanner. That thing now, that waste that you take now, you just call them establish, do a spanner that will work you. I have seen a place where these nuts and some other metal rod were used now to use a presser that will move bodies from wherever location it is now. Just very simple, to just remove it. Instead of before now, you have to use electricity to press the machine, or you used to hydraulic pump to pump, and now you just turn it, now it will just remove the bodies from where you want, and you can replace another one by the same turning back, so that it will just push it, it will just go and land and stay where it is. So there are so many inventions, we have so many inventors, we have so many creators in Nigeria that can do things for a better. But these people now, when you go to all this incubating hub, you find that these people now, they need government support. They need the entrepreneurs, to help them in accepting these initiatives or creatives now to turn into a marketable activities whereby they can bring money and support them. So that is what we need in Nigeria. Once if we can be able to do this now, everybody will get what to do. We will go to the farm. We have dry season farming. We have the rainy season farming. So all around in Nigeria you can farm and you can get whatever you want to get. And the same thing, when you come to entrepreneurial activities, in other skills and artisan activities, we were there. In Nigeria today now, this your shoe can be made. In the next one day, they will do everything, Nigeria. Go to our market, we sell. But sometimes you find that the person that is doing all this creative or initiating all these activities or skills, the person don't have money, you know, to go forward. So I'm calling on the well-to-do within our own community. Let them support all these things. These are the areas that we can develop resilience. But when you decide to sit down, you are a graduate, you finish your NYSC, and you're waiting for a government job, or you're waiting for a corporate company or banks or somewhere to employ you, you continue to waste time there. So during the service year, I think NYSC have introduced the skill acquisition activities, of which they have a department for that. You will go to that place, learn the trade that you want to learn, and you stand on your own. I know so many people that learn tailoring and they're studying. I know some girls that learn beads and some other, and now they are doing well. You can even see their product on Facebook advertising, on social media advertising. So they even forget that they are graduates. I have seen a graduate that is doing block molding. So all these things now, they are there. So let us do something that will provide the job ourselves. That is why here in Manwa we established a youth empowerment and initiative department. They are on their own, they're independent, under the office of the National Commander. Their own is to give entrepreneurial skill to our serving officers. So that even if you're serving with government or working with private organizations, or you're on your own now, after everything now, maybe you retired, you can still have that skill. We also have a cooperative in our midst, and our cooperative will support you to start your business. So we want to be independent of our immediate needs and that of our members. So therefore we initiated all these projects in order to help the teeming youths we have in Nigeria. And we are getting the support of the Federal Ministry of Youth and Sports, the support of the Director General and his management of CNLTC. You know, Manwa is established under the Act 38 that establishes the Citizenship and Leadership Center, which is a process under Federal Ministry of Youth and Sports. We are being captured by subsection 8 of the Act. So we are doing our best, and we've been getting support and some other partners from the private and both government agencies to see that at least we have done our own supports towards building economic resilience in our communities.
Welcome back again from our guest today in person of DNC Kabiru. He has took out time to outline all the efforts of Manwa in Kobi insecurity in our dear nation, and how they have also taken security to grassroots by going to various schools to empower the youth and also to catch the younger ones from the grassroots, so as to give them security tips on how to make sure whenever they see something and say something, and also how they be empowering youth in different ways through their skill acquisition program. Today I come again, I remain the host, Joseph Uzwapon. Bye for now.